Hi, I'm back on. I think I'm going to try something else on my channel. I'm going to read out of a book. This book is called Becoming Myself, Embracing God's Dream of You. It's by Stasha Eldridge. It's a really good book. I've read it a couple of times, and I really like her work and her husband's work. Anyways, I want to read, I was thinking maybe a chapter, but that might be too long. But I'm going to read some of it to you. So we're just going to start. So the first chapter says, does anyone ever really change? My husband's parents were coming for a visit. Reason enough to paint the basement, let alone clean the refrigerator. As any woman knows, when company comes, we put on our best foot forward, especially when the company coming is the in-laws. We color our hair, buy a new top, hide the nail holes in the wall with toothpaste. We make one more pass at teaching the dog to sit and our children to read, sit up straight, and chew with their mouths closed, all within a period of about 48 hours. A few days before their arrival, John's mother mentioned that she wanted to take me to get a massage during their stay. Yikes! I had never had a massage before, and the thought of some stranger touching my body was not an appealing one to me. My mother-in-law assured me I would love it. I hoped I would, but I didn't think so. You see, I didn't love my body. Far to the contrary, I was embarrassed by it. I didn't exactly relish the thought of exposing it to the hands of some strange masseuse. How does one lose 10 pounds in 4 days? I Googled it. It involved lemon juice and cayenne pepper. I couldn't do it, but I had to go. It was her gift to me. She was excited to give it. I needed to be grateful to receive it, or at least appear to be. After checking in at the spa, we were both given soft, luxurious bathrobes and a pair of plastic slippers. We were shown to the changing area with the lockers for our clothes, purses, and jewelry. I looked at Mom and asked with dread, all our clothes? Yes, all your clothes. Seeing the look on my face, she graciously added, you can keep your underwear on if you'd be more comfortable. Yeah. The time came for me to try to discreetly undress and put on the bathrobe while not exposing an inch of skin to any woman who might happen to glance my way. That was difficult, but I was determined. I was also uncomfortable. Then I was mortified. The one size fits all bathrobe didn't fit all. I was too large for it. Securing my non-emotional, matter-of-fact face, I put my clothes back on and headed out front to speak the dreaded words. This doesn't fit me. Do you have anything larger? They didn't have a larger robe. They had a man's robe, an extra large man's robe, in a much different color from the women's robes. Here we were at the spa, sitting in the waiting room, surrounded by lots of other women wearing matching bathrobes, and I was wearing one that might as well have been flashing an orange neon glow in the dark sign that read, obese. I went into the bathroom and cried. I vowed never to be in that situation again. But 11 years later, 100 pounds down and 90 back up, I was. Different gift, different spa, different robe, but no larger size available. Why don't I have victory here? Why haven't I been able to maintain lasting change? What is wrong with me? Have you ever felt that? Maybe not with your weight, but with some other area in your life. Okay, so I'm going to just stop here because I think it goes to like 29 for the first chapter. But I really loved her vulnerability in this book, just from the very beginning. Like, she shared how she wasn't comfortable with her body. And she also shared how, you can feel when a family member is going to come over, when in-laws are going to come, and you want them to like you. You want them to think your house is, clean and your kids are doing good and the dog doesn't jump up on everybody else. Like, how your life really is crazy and the kids don't read often and they don't chew with their mouths closed. And the dog does jump up on everything and bark at every single thing. Like, you kind of want to hide all of those flaws. You want to act like this is normal. Our house always looks clean and stuff like that. And I think it's really hard for people to be vulnerable and have people over to their home. I haven't had a home of my own for many years. It's been a long time. When we did have a home, it was back in... we moved out like in 2010. So I really haven't had a home. We've lived in apartments and stuff. And then since everything happened in my life, being divorced and stuff, I've lived in a lot of different places, and I appreciate all the places that I have been able to live at. I really do desire to have my own place, and it doesn't really mean that I need to even buy a place right now. It would be nice to just rent a place of my own, just a little space, so that I can have it how I want it. But anyways, I have also never had a massage. I one time went to a chiropractor. I forget what it was for. I think maybe it was for carpal tunnel, and then they did an assessment and everything, and then I came back for another visit, and I've never been since, because when I went, she had like this drop table, and she was helping, like, loosen up muscles. I had some really tight muscles, and when she did the drop table, like, she did it wrong and she caused more pain, and she knew she did it wrong because I heard her. And so I never went back to any chiropractor. I've never been back to them. And I know maybe that's, not really, you could try again. But it just really hasn't been a necessity for me. And I don't know, for me, I hear massages are really, really great, but I guess I'm just really kind of a private person when it comes to that. And, I just really believed, that those kind of things are kind of for, husband and wife. And I don't know, maybe your husband or your wife, they're not good at those kind of things. And so I can understand that when you could need to go to have those things done. But yeah, I don't like to go to the doctor and get in the gowns and do all that stuff. It's not comfortable for me. When I had my mammograms done, it was I had to, expose myself, so that they could take the pictures and do the things. And it was not comfortable for me. I didn't enjoy it. And it was very painful the second time. And I have to still go back a third time in March, so that they make sure that it is benign and there's not an issue. I don't know. I have a peace about it. I don't know. They're saying, it's most likely benign, but they don't have, absolute on it. And so, it's a thing. But I had to really give it to the Lord and be like, well, I've had 2 of them, and I'm going to get a third one next year, and I'm going to be paying attention from now until then. And, I really don't have control over it. I just told the Lord, hey, I'm yours, and so is every part of my body. So, you are capable of healing anything. And so I just feel encouraged, and I just have peace about it. I don't have to stress and worry about it. I know in this life, a lot of things can happen to us, and it can be scary. I know maybe I'm rabbit trailing, but anyways, I just really think about that, how I probably would have felt really mortified had I gone to a place and the robe didn't fit me, and then I had to get a man's robe, and it's like, oh my gosh, here I am sitting here with all these ladies, and they obviously would know that, I have a bigger robe because it didn't fit me. I don't know that that would be the case for me. I'm, about 160 pounds on a good day. I'm short. I'm 5'1". I have the opposite problem of people. I've told people this before, but I think I'm smaller than I am. And I'll like try clothes on and think, oh, that's going to fit me, which is just hilarious to me. But I actually fit in a size 6 pair of pants, but I will be honest with you there. It depends on the pants, and it depends on the shirts and even shoes these days. I will be varying sizes depending on what brand it is and where I buy it. So I never really know what size I am. I always thought a size 5 or 6 was pretty small. And even though I see myself as smaller, I've had people say to me, yeah, you're short and stout, and, whatever. I really am comfortable in my skin. I don't feel, I used to really struggle with that. Even as a kid, I used to struggle with how I looked and thought, I'm overweight, and just battled with that, for decades. And now, I just really kind of embrace who I am and who God made me. And I don't know. I really do feel beautiful inside and out. And I really don't think that other people really understand that about themselves, because you have this world that has a filter. And, what you see isn't always what you get. And there are beautiful people out there. Absolutely. I had a boss long time ago. This would have been in the mid to late 80s. And I remember him saying to me, we had like year annual, I don't know what they're called, where they see how your progress is. And so I was sitting with him and he was telling me, that I was a good worker and everything. And that job, I started out at like $3.35 an hour. That was just crazy. But anyways, he said he thought I looked like Sissy Spacek. And I guess I really felt insulted. She was sort of a plain Jane, in my opinion. Here I am. I was in my 20s or whatever. And she also was in the movie Carrie. So I didn't particularly care for that. But later on in years, I looked her up. And she's absolutely stunning. I believe she's older than me. I don't want to say she's that much older than me, but I don't remember. And I actually took a picture of myself and her, and I kind of looked at them, and I could definitely see some resemblance there. I actually have a lot of different looks. I can wear my hair up, I can wear a hat, I can have it down, I can have it curled. I can have makeup on, makeup off. I do always wear glasses. I tried contacts before, but it didn't really work because I still had to wear glasses to read. But I will tell you that I have about half a dozen or more doppelgangers in Alaska. I have had people come up to me and swear that I am a certain person and ask, do you have daughters? And I'll be like, no, I have sons. I had one person come up to me and, ask if I was this person and then said, can I see your driver's license? And I'm like, I'm not that person. And then I had another person recently over the last year. She was acting like she knew me and her son too. And I didn't really get it. And then she came back another day and she was like, looking at my name and saying, you're not this person, and you don't have daughters and this and that. And I'm just like, no, I'm really sorry, I'm not. And then I had another friend when I worked, before I went back to Fred's. She was like, you look just like my friend, same height, same, just everything, just your mannerism. And I thought, oh, okay. I mean, it's strange to me because I've never ran into any of the people. In 27 years, I've never seen my doppelgangers, but I also watched a video about doppelgangers and also about facial recognition. You'll see somebody and there's certain key things on your face that will cause you to think that somebody does look like somebody. I have it happen all the time, like family members and people that I don't see a lot anymore, that I'll see somebody and I'll be like, wow, that person really looks like this person that passed away or whatever. So I find it very interesting that I have people walking around like me, and maybe they really don't look like me as much as people think. I don't know. Just an interesting thought. I don't know. Do you have doppelgangers? Have people come up to you and said, hey, are you so-and-so? Like I said, I definitely have had that happen. At least half a dozen people are walking around, maybe a few more, I don't know. But anyways, just a thought. And I mean, I guess the other question to you, are you comfortable in your skin? Have you gone and had massages, and is that something that you've enjoyed? Or was it something that wasn't a good experience? But you can share in the comments about, things that you've struggled with, and things that you've done that you've enjoyed or not enjoyed. I keep forgetting to, ask if you will subscribe and like this video and share it if you like the content, and leave a comment too. I would appreciate that. I'm really just at the beginnings of my channel, so I'm learning how to film. Right now I'm doing this the sideways filming. I have a little tripod now, and I'm still just filming in my room. I'm hopefully going to film outside. It's still snowing, and I don't know if I'm going to make it to work. I think I said that earlier. I might not make it to work. And also really important that I've learned is you need to listen to the whole video, because that helps me get my hours and that helps everybody else. So I have always been really good about, if I do click on a video, I usually really almost every time I listen to the whole thing. And, even if you weren't to want to listen to it, that you could just let it run all the way through. And look at some of my other content. I'm getting ready to do some more listening to other people so that I can help their, their hours. You have to get certain many watch hours and subscribers and stuff. And I, already talked to the Lord this morning. If this is something he wants to do, then the algorithm and everything else really isn't going to make a difference. If he wants me to be seen on YouTube and wants me to share, then it's going to get out there. And I'm going to get the subscribers and whatever else I need to get monetized. I'm going to be honest, it would be a really amazing way to earn money with dealing with my arthritis in my knee and working less hours, that I still have bills and I still have dreams and things that I want to do in my life. And that does take money. Like DoorDash was saying, you do need money to buy dish soap. You do need money to pay your bills and keep up on your rent. Right now, I'm just, renting from a family member. But in the future, I would like to be able to pay rent and pay the bills that, would require having my own place and maybe getting a dog and things like that. And so I really would appreciate it if you would consider to subscribe and watch through the videos and go back and check some of my other videos out. Yeah, they're raw. They're not fancy, and maybe you get bored easily. I don't know. I get bored easily too, but I just am getting on here to share and be vulnerable and, try some different things and see what content is going to be, the best. What I'm always going to share about is my faith in the Lord and how he has made me a new creation and that I am redeemed and I'm restored. And that, my journey in faith is my journey, and I will continue to learn every day about that. And I just encourage anybody that doesn't really know Jesus or doesn't have a relationship to do some research. You have a phone. If you're on your phone, you can research. There are so many good YouTube videos and sermons that can really open up your heart to understand just how much Jesus loves you. Like, he cares. And I really care about all of you too. I have really had so much positive stuff. Yeah, I've had to choose the positive stuff off of YouTube. There's plenty of things that I'm not going to watch, but there's so much good content out there and some new people that I'm following that I am really just enjoying the journey. And I'm just thanking you. And I hope you guys have a blessed day. And maybe I'll get back on and show you outside in Alaska, the snow. I'll do a little bit more filming. We'll see. But enjoy and have a good day. Thanks. Blessings.